As an ABM student, we're not only limited in analyzing business transactions, but we're also capable of reviewing and analyzing literary works. Good day, everyone. I am Cyrene B. Pedregosa. So today, on my agenda, I will be reviewing the story of the Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia-Villa. Who is Jose Garcia-Villa? He was a Filipino poet, literary critic, and a short story writer. He was awarded the National Artist of the Philippines title for literature in 1973. He used the pen name Daveglion, which was a combination of the words dove, eagle, and lion, and was what he believed was his true persona. His notable works include The Anchored Angels, The Emperor's New Sonnet, and Footnote to Youth. When and what was Footnote to Youth published? It was published in 1933. Realism portrays in this story because of early marriage and unwanted pregnancy of the young. It is a brief reminder for the Filipinos, especially the youth, of what a real life could be today. Who are the characters of the story of Footnote to Youth? First is Dodong, a 17-year-old young man who wants to marry his sweetheart Yang. Yang. Yang the girl Dodong wishes to marry. Lucio, Thiang's former suitor. Blas, Dodong and Thiang's eldest son. Tona, Blas' girlfriend. What is the theme of the story? The story explores youth curiosity about marriage at an early age and the consequences that come with it. What is the settings of the story? It was placed in a farm and in a simple barrio. What is the plot of the story? The story follows a 17-year-old young man named Dodong who wants to marry his sweetheart Yang. The marriage takes place, and soon they have their first child named Blas. However, upon hearing his eldest child's first cries, Dodong experiences a mix of emotions: confusion, fear, discomfort, embarrassment, and guilt. Eventually, Blas is followed by 6 younger siblings. Meanwhile, Thiang reflects on her life and wonders what could have been if she had married Lucio instead of Dodong. One day, when Blas turns 18, he excitedly asks his father's permission to marry his girlfriend, Tona. Dodong, recalling his own experiences, tries to stop Blas but he fails. What was the conflict of the story? It was man versus himself. The conflict of the story is man versus himself, as Dodong struggles with regret and inner conflict over the consequences of marrying young, which he later sees reflected in his son Blas. What is the resolution of the story? Dodong realizes that he cannot do anything in a Blas situation, but recognizes that the cycle might repeat itself to his son's Blas. Here's my analysis to the story of Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia-Villa. The storyline of Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia-Villa reflects realism. Although it was published in 1933, a long time ago, as I write this in 2025, it still highlights a major issue in the Philippine society. The reckless mindset of today's youth regarding love continues to worsen, as many rush into relationships, often leading to unwanted pregnancy, just like what happened to Dodong, Thiang, Blas, and Tona in the story. This shows that despite being written decades ago, the story remains relevant today. History keeps repeating itself as young people become so consumed by love and that they fail to think critically about its consequences.